Look, guys, we have to give it to the CIC. We have to give it to Julius Malema for holding it down, and holding the organization together and holding the organization strong. This EFF political party has went through a lot, has gone through the test of time. 11 years and still standing. So there's been plenty of up and downs in the political party. And I don't even want to make this about the recent so-called exodus, people leaving the EFF. This isn't about that, but this is about how the EFF managed to always make it through each and every big or small obstacle. It's powerful what the CIC does. It's powerful, this leadership this man is demonstrating. It's powerful leadership, very decisive leadership, very strong, critical, objective, visionary leadership. Because I've never seen the CIC give up on something that he plans the EFF to do. I've never seen the EFF give up and just bow down. When they announce they're gonna do something, they go for it, they do it. Against all odds. So okay, let's even reflect back to now. During Abu Trump attacking the EFF, threatening sanctions if the EFF doesn't back down. The EFF couldn't, Julius Malema, representing the EFF, couldn't even sacrifice his principles just to bow down to Trump, just to bow down to the superpower. He's willing to face sanctions. Probably, but he must not go to the United States ever again. He must not step foot there. If he step foot there, he's gonna be treated like he's gonna, those things of law. So he's even willing to go through that to protect the EFF and what the EFF stands for. And he's been doing that. He's done that. He's gonna continuously do that. He's loved. The people love him. The EFF people love him. We love him. The commissars love him. Everyone love him. That's why people get to call him a dictator, because he's loved and people are willing to listen to him and take and follow his leadership. So they got to call him a dictator. He's very loved. He's one, the way the CIC is loved, it's a very few politicians in South Africa that get that type of love. Of course, the first man to be loved by a lot of people in South Africa is President Jacob Zuma. We can't lie about that. President Jacob Zuma is the most loved and the most celebrated in South Africa. Even internationally, he has shown that there's people who appreciate him outside of the country. He's loved like that. And it's a very few politicians who get that love. Even during their mistakes, even when they make mistakes, or maybe they do something that is not public friendly, there are people who hold them down. It's the same love the CIC gets from his supporters and the international supporters. It's genuine love. That's why people, they get to call it dictator. It's like, it doesn't make sense. And it's worse when the people of the MK party call the CIC a dictator. I don't get it. How is it a dictator that is loved like this and people are willing to follow his lead? That means it also makes your leader a dictator. If the CIC is a dictator, that means even your leader is a dictator, because everyone is willing to listen to your leader. So what's the point of leading if people don't expect you to lead? When you take a lead, when you make a decision, people suddenly want to call you a dictator. It's not making sense. But as we see it in a different light, we appreciate his decisiveness as a leader. We appreciate that he's willing to stand for what he believes in. He's not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. The problem, I think, with the politics of South Africa is that we expected the politicians to be so perfect that they can't make a mistake. When they make a mistake, we must crucify them. And yeah, we're going to crucify them. Of course, it's not going to stop. I'm not saying it must stop. It must be crucified. You must be held accountable. I get it. But we step into the loving and the supporting and the allowing to be led by this man, knowing that he's not perfect, by the way. So shout out to the man. He's been holding this thing together. You can see, man, there's dignity. The EFF is so dignified. Like, there's no stories internally of people fighting of people, and even if they are, of course it's politics, they're gonna be there. They're managed in a disciplined way. They're not even allowed to get to the public like that. There's so much discipline, and I think the discipline is followed from him, because within the circle of the EFF, the CIC has never ever disrespected anyone within this, even the small leadership of the youth league. He has never disrespected anyone within the circles of the EFF. He has always treated everyone with respect, whether you are male, female, whether you're a commissar, a regional leader, or whatever. He has always. So I think that discipline of not fighting in public, of course it doesn't have to be a fight, but even if it's just a small argument, when it goes into public, the perception is gonna be a fight. You know our people in South Africa, you know us YouTubers, we're gonna see a fight even if it's just people talking and just arguing for the sake of arguing. But the man has been holding it down, guys. Let's be honest. Even his enemies, they're now tired about Donald Trump. They're tired to busy posting him about the song. It's like he's unbothered. He's so unbothered. He's like, he's focused on the mission. He's focused on the vision. Where does he get this strength? Where does he get this type of mindset, this guy? It's built different, of course. There's no one else who's built like this. It's only a few people. It's only a few people left who are built like this in the public scene. There's plenty of them, of course. Emakasi, we know, Amakrotman, who are holding it down for the hood. They're just not in public. But in public politics, it's a few, man. It's a few who are willing to get crucified for the things they believe and stand for, and still stand for those things, and still defend those things. 12 years later, he's still standing for the same things he stood for. What consistency? Consistency is being consistent at this thing. He's being very consistent. He has never sacrificed his principle. Like, what can you say he sold out on? Let's be honest. Let's not just listen to headlines. Let's be honest. What can you say the CIC sold out on? Like, what stance has he changed? I'm not talking about maybe you speak about someone and then the other day is complimenting him. We're not talking about that. We're talking about his ideology. Ideology, what he stands for. What has he sacrificed ever since you known him? And you'll be like, this guy is no more doing that. This guy konokshaya manzi. Why is he no more saying abahambe? Why are relaxing much? Like, can you say that about the CIC? Can you say that? You can't. So yeah, man, I love to give the man, and I love to give you guys an opportunity to give the man, the CIC, a big applause. Congratulations, because he's doing it for us. This is our political party. This is the party we support. This is the party we love. And the man is holding it down, is making sure that it remains strong for us to have something to believe on, for us to have something to stand by politically in the political scene. It's there for us here. We know which right in us EFF. There's the CIC. We know that because the man has made it clear, this thing is here, it's for you. I'm gonna protect this. You better also protect it. We are here to protect it. Don't worry. But it is what it is. We thank you very much.